Barron and Leonor, a love beyond borders, beyond time. Greater than, two worlds. Two legacies. One impossible love story, and yet, against the will of royal advisors, the watch of global media, and the weight of politics, they chose each other. Princess Leonor and Baron Trump didn't just fall in love. They rewrote the very definition of monarchy, and today, we reveal everything the world wasn't supposed to see. The global moment. July 2025. Cameras flash across the palace steps. From Washington to Madrid, two flags fly side by side. A former president's son, a future queen. From the very beginning, their story was more than romance. It was controversy, consequence, and courage. No royal handbook prepared them for what lay ahead. Palace sources warned, this can't happen. Political strategists said, it will collapse under pressure. And yet, they stayed together. This isn't a story about glittering crowns or global deals. It's a story about choosing love when it costs everything. Backstory begins. It all started with a single meeting, not at a royal function, but at a UN Youth Summit in Geneva, 2022. Leonor was there representing Spain's commitment to youth empowerment. Barron, just 16, was accompanying Melania Trump, speaking on digital literacy. They didn't sit next to each other. They didn't even speak that day. But behind the scenes, two aides exchanged contact cards. 3 weeks later, Leonor received a message. Greater than, I read your article on peacekeeping. You write better than most heads of state. It was from Barron. That message sparked a 2-year conversation, mostly private, sometimes encrypted. And for months, they didn't tell a soul. But everything changed after one secret meeting in Washington. The first meeting. In March 2023, Leonor made a quiet trip to the US. Officially, it was to tour military academies. Unofficially, she visited the Trump family estate under strict secrecy. It was there, in a sunlit rose garden in Florida, that the two finally met face to face. Sources say they spent over 4 hours walking the property, speaking about philosophy, history, and what it means to live a life where nothing is private. A royal guard overheard Leonor say, greater than, I don't want to live a life managed. I want to live a life felt. And Barron's reply, greater than, then let's make a story no one can write for us. But palace eyes were already watching. And the consequences of that one visit would follow them both for the next 2 years. Royal pressure plus political. The Spanish crown was split. King Felipe, cautiously supportive. Queen Letizia, concerned. And the Trump circle. Donald Trump saw opportunity. Melania saw risk. And the media, a frenzy. Tabloids exploded. Leonor and Barron, secret romance or strategic alliance. Future queen dating a Trump. Royal crisis incoming. But beneath the headlines was something real. Letters, poems, late-night video calls. A story not driven by exposure, but by quiet conviction. Still, not everyone was convinced. A royal historian told reporters, greater than, if this relationship continues, it could reshape diplomacy as we know it. The private proposal. In early 2025, just before Leonor's return from military training, Barron flew to Spain on a diplomatic visa. What wasn't reported? He brought a ring. Not just any ring. It once belonged to Princess Diana, gifted by a British royal collector to the Trump family during Donald's presidency. Barron didn't propose in a grand palace. He proposed during a walk through Toledo, at night. Leonor's response. She didn't say, yes. She said, greater than, if I say yes now, I'll lose half the world. If I wait, I could lose you. What followed was silence. Until Leonor surprised everyone. She returned home and announced her wedding, without consulting palace tradition. The announcement, world reacts. Spain was shocked. America was divided. The Vatican issued a rare public comment, warning the crown about aligning itself with political dynasties. President Joe Biden refused to comment. Michelle Obama posted a heart emoji. And young people across Europe and America, they celebrated. TikTok exploded with clips of Barron and Leonor, walking through gardens, laughing in hidden footage, and even singing together in a leaked rehearsal. A new name began to trend. Barronor. And the world leaned in closer. But what no one knew, was that royal protocol had been broken. And consequences were already brewing behind closed doors. Royal Council meets. For the first time in 2 decades, Spain's Royal Ethics Council met in emergency session. The topic, greater than, should the heir to the Spanish throne be allowed to marry into political controversy. Some feared it would destabilize monarchy tradition. Others feared exactly the opposite, that Leonor was making the monarchy relevant again. The final decision, greater than, allow the wedding, under royal observation. But privately, King Felipe warned Leonor. Greater than, if you move forward, you must be stronger than any crown. Because they will test you. And him. The wedding, double happiness, global power. On July 2, 2025, the wedding took place under the marble arches of Madrid's royal palace. Two flags stood side by side, Spain and the United States. Leonor wore a gown embroidered with both nations' symbols. Barron wore his father's cufflinks, and his mother's rosary beneath his jacket. During the ceremony, Leonor paused. And whispered, greater than, this isn't about royalty. It's about remembering we were human first. Together, they lit a unity flame, symbolizing two paths joining into one. A custom ceremony. A personal vow. A global shock. And just before the kiss, they read a poem, written together. Greater than, beyond borders, beyond time, I choose you. Legacy begins, global reaction. The moment went viral. CNN, a modern royal revolution. BBC, Spain's heir marries for love, not politics. El País, Leonor's new crown, courage. But more importantly, people believed again. The monarchy felt alive. And now, their plans include the Leonor Barron Youth Alliance, focused on global digital literacy. A documentary called Beyond the Veil, Love, Power and the Palace. A tour of 5 countries, including Ghana, Japan, Brazil, France, and USA, all aimed at reconnecting monarchy with humanity. Powerful ending, legend begins. They were born in palaces. Raised in legacy. Surrounded by power. But Baron Trump and Princess Leonor chose something rarer. Love without permission. And in doing so, they became the couple that defined a generation. This is only the beginning. Because borders can be drawn. Time can be measured. But love is beyond them all.